Good.
Quiet. Shh. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for your fearless leader.
You got it, dude.
Let's go.
All right.
And here we
Welcome back to the Here We Go podcast. I am Trent Gang. You all know the world famous DMC3 and may or may not be having a call-in appearance later as the show goes on. Corb, how we doing?
I'm drinking energy drink as we speak, so that should tell you everything you need to know.
Perfect. I love it. All right, so first thing is first. There were some coaching movement happening here in the last couple of days. Do you have the list of some of the guys that we brought on here?
I do. It's the whole tracker. I'm using Steelers Depot. Alex Azor's got that tracker, so might as well use it. So they're still. We'll just go with the ones that they kept Tom Arth to be the quarterback's coach. Raymond Chinyoung is going to be the running backs coach. Wide receivers coach is going to be Adam Henry. Offensive line coach is James Campen. Assistant offensive line coach is Jari Evans. Offensive assistant is going to be Frank Signetti Jr., former Pitt offensive coordinator. And let's see, what else? Defensive staff. Patrick Graham will be the defensive coordinator. They just an hour ago hired D'Amato Pico to be the defensive line coach, who was with the Bengals. Inside linebackers coach is going to be Scott McCurley. Outside linebackers coach is still open. And their pass game defensive coordinator is Jason Simmons. He was just with the Commanders, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
He's the one that interviewed for the defensive coordinator position, right? I think they interviewed him for that, but they hired. No. Yeah, I'm saying he interviewed for the Steelers defensive coordinator position, but they gave Graham, but they got him anyways to join them. So I was actually pretty happy to see that they got both Graham and Simmons. Anyways, special teams coordinator, Danny Crossman, I'm sorry. And then strength and conditioning, they hired 4 guys, Mark Lovett, Grant Thorne, Ab Munayer, if I pronounce it right, and Justice Galak. And, Steve Scarnicchia, I probably butchered that too, is the chief of staff. I had no fucking idea what the hell a chief of staff is on a football team, but the fact that we have one now, I love it. I absolutely love it.
We've never had one before. This is a first.
I saw that and I was just like, are we dabbing into politics? Like, what's going on here? I was like,
Adam's already bashing on our bald heads here. Just because there's a little shine happening here, okay? It doesn't mean we're going to get jealous.
I literally just shaved this 15 minutes ago. So this is a fresh shave, okay?
Low maintenance.
If I'm blinding you with the light reflection, my bad.
Okay, so Somber saying he listened. Alan Saunders was breaking it down. It's basically an assistant coach, assistant head coach.
I saw somewhere it said something with was it draft analytics or something like that? I don't know. I saw somewhere.
Draft analytics? We have those?
Something.
We don't just send every scout of every head coach and every GM to every pro day and every we have actual analytics.
I wish I could find it. I'm trying to see.
Von Senior Boy did an awesome job in Washington.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Where is it at? Man, I could have sworn I got so many notifications from talking about these coaching hires. He leads the way in self-scouting and analytics. So scouting and analytics, technically not the draft, but scouting. So it is.
Yeah. So McCarthy, at least, he said he was going to play along with the analytics and modern football, and he's been staying ahead of the curve on things as he's been off. So maybe this is putting his money where his mouth is a little bit.
Look, if you worked with him before or you're from Pittsburgh, you're getting hired.
That's pretty much.
And you know what? Keep adding, baby. I don't give a fuck where they're from. If it's all Pittsburgh or they all were former, Green Bay or Dallas, I don't give a shit. Keep adding, baby. Let's keep making up positions. I don't care at this point. Just keep on it. I love it.
And
invent new stuff. I don't.
Yes.
Can I get a special teams coordinator to the assistant or whatever? Like, let's do something like that. Like, I'm all about it.
Listen, Adam, I'm with you on this one. If we can get a strength and conditioning coach that just keeps some of these soft tissue injuries down, right. I'm all in because
yes,
it's horrible. It's been so bad every year, it seems.
Please protect their hamstrings and whatever other soft tissue issues there are. Like, please. But yeah, I about died laughing when I saw Frank Signetti got hired to be an offensive assistant. I was just like, okay, and it says straight up from Pitt, IUP. It's like, I am not drunk. Is he saying I'm drunk?
I don't know which one are you reading?
I am Rich. I'm not drinking, man. I'm actually drinking an energy drink. I'm trying.
We are both stone cold sober today.
Sober. I'm drunk with happiness. How about that?
Absolutely. I'm Big Billy served it here well. I mean, the fat guys are getting some love tonight already. What did you think about Tom Marth being retained on the staff as the quarterback coach?
I'm fine with it. He's well regarded. I think him and Rodgers get along really well. So if they bring Rodgers back, it should be fine. So it's also felt like, just in general, like a lot of these moves are to like want Aaron to come back. I swear. Because when you see they go back and they look at a lot of these guys Aaron was with. And I think they said the other day, I think McCarthy in that interview with Bob Papiani admitted they're trying to run it back. Like, he's straight up like, we would want to run it back. We're trying to get that. We want to see if we can bring that magic back one last time, is what he said. While also talking about Will Howard and how much he likes him as well. So,
I think from that standpoint, the Will Howard standpoint, it's interesting also because how often does a young quarterback get recycled new faces in the building and they don't hear from the same voice? And I know we're already going to be learning a new offense, which honestly, this offense is probably a little better, more tailored toward what Will Howard does well. I mean, he ran spread at Ohio State, and you're going to see a lot of spread out of what we're going to probably be running this year. So I like having the quarterback coach staying there because, he's working hand in hand with these two quarterbacks. And I guess you could even throw Mason in there, even though, Mason's been around the block enough to where he's seen enough guys. So.
I mean, fuck Mason, but yeah.
This was another one that was interesting. Grady Alexander left, and he was somebody that some people viewed as a future DC. What did you think about that one? Because there was a lot of people pretty upset about him.
I liked Alexander. I thought what he did with the corners. I mean, you think about it. Eccles was playing really well. Pierre played at an all-pro level, dude, at times in games. Like, it was unbelievable the way Pierre played. JPJ, I mean, Jesus. So yeah, like I get it. I really do. Think about also like just the constant rotating door, or I'm trying to think of the word, like of corners and safeties that kept getting switched out and switched around. Like it just never ended, right? Mm-hmm. Elliott gets hurt. All the different safeties that were either playing like shit or getting hurt. I mean, it was just constant, man. Ramsey getting moved from corner to safety and all that stuff that happened, man. Alexander, what he did was pretty good.
All right, Greg. Let's answer Greg's question, because now we've got a whole – and a lot of these guys, too, have had ties to McCarthy in the past, too. So it's not just McCarthy and Aaron coming back together. You kind of pointed that out a minute ago, Corb. Like, there's a lot of these coaches that have all worked under McCarthy at some point in time, and most of them, it happened in Green Bay when Aaron was there.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Like, I have optimism just seeing, first off, how many fucking coaches are getting added to this thing that's going to help these guys. It's attention to detail, right? How many times have we seen the Steelers? It just seems like they're just sloppy, right? When you add these many coaches and you can really break it down into probably smaller groups to really help these guys learn things, I just feel like they will perform better. And so, yeah, I have optimism just in that alone. But on top of that, and then bringing in probably a better offense to run in the first place that is familiar for Rodgers. Yeah, I have optimism. But the third thing is they got to surround him with more playmakers. If you surround him with more playmakers, then they'll be successful. The number one issue was guys weren't getting open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys weren't getting open, and his slow ass would get killed in the pocket. So that's the thing. So you got to get some talent here to the guys are going to get open for him to get the ball to. Period.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got to start with the playmakers in this. You've got to get him some weapons because
have to.
And the offensive line has to hold up. I mean, if you're running it back with a 43-year-old quarterback, I mean, they have to play like the Eagles' offensive line from 2-3 years ago in order for Aaron to have a lot of success. And against the bad teams, he's going to look great, just like he did this year. I don't know, the system's going to look a lot better because it's a whole different thing. And it's going to fit what Aaron has done his whole career, because this is the guy who's been with him the longest in his career. So like that standpoint, sure. But also it's not going to be the same Aaron as when McCarthy and Aaron were together the first time. The mobility is not the same. So that's going to be a big factor in this too. As I just think the mobility is kind of lacking.
No, you're right. I mean, this isn't the Aaron where you can scheme to let him get out of the pocket and do his thing for sure. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I still, it's going to be way better than what we've had. It's night and day. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It'll be an actual NFL offense, which we haven't seen one of those in quite a while. So like that standpoint, it's going to be better by default, I think.
There's a reason why Arthur Smith is now back to college and not even a head coach. Like,
fuck, don't remind me.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm still grieving that signing.
I know it's tough. I
know. Pun's right about this. I think that Austin would have been out the door, and I think Alexander probably would have been one of the front runners. He'd have been in the final three at worst.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing on defense too. They're gonna adjust that defense to the players. Not what's that saying Dave always says? A square peg or whatever in a round hole. Yeah, fucking. So yeah, it's going to be nice to have coaches that really actually adjust things to these guys. You know what favors them, and
yeah,
I just shake my head. The only Tomlin era players are going to be fucking blown away by this.
Yeah,
they're going to be like, wow. Like I wish I could be a fly on the wall whenever they start going through things with these guys, dude. Because think about also how many players that either didn't do well or ended up just not doing anything that left us to go on to do a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
That now maybe we're not going to have that happen as much. This team might literally just get better without even additions yet because of the fact they're going to have better coaching. The Tomlin coaching staff was horrible.
Yeah.
And
easily.
Now just alone on what he's doing here, it's going to be way better. So I like I said, I was extremely upset a week ago over this hire, but man, he's really winning me over now. Like I'm actually excited now. Like they still got to win. They still got to win. But man, so far I'm pretty happy, dude. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I think oddly enough, I mean, I know that the conversation about Pat Freiermuth is going to be a big offseason conversation because he should get featured more. Even if Aaron comes back, I know he and Aaron, they started to kind of like, I think, develop a little something there toward the end of the season. It wasn't great, but you could see he was at least looking his way more, and the middle of the field was opening up for him, and he liked Muth in the middle of the field, which is where he's had his success
right
all through his career here in Pittsburgh, is in the middle of the field. So that might be interesting. But I think for me, honestly, it's going to sound nuts. I think the offensive line might be the biggest benefactor from this, because how many times have we seen Mike Tomlin's going to bang his head up against the wall running against 8 and 9 man fronts,
right?
And the teams knew that was coming, and they just kept stacking the boxes, and everybody's like, "Oh, well, the run game looks like shit. These guys can't block. They can't block." Well, fuck yes, there's 5 guys blocking 8 guys. I mean, of course they're going to look like shit, right? There's only so many arms to get on somebody in that scenario. I know they would stack some tight ends in there, but I mean, come on, like they were shooting every gap that they tried to create in the run game. So I think it might be interesting to see how that kind of unfolds from that perspective. So
I'm excited for the O-line getting Jari Evans in there to help coach him up, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, James Campion's one thing, but like to have a guy like Jari Evans and his pedigree as a player, right?
Hall of Famer.
So yeah. So I that there to me alone, like you're saying, like I agree. But do you think like instead of it being Rooney was cheap, that it was Tomlin with not having all these coaches now? Is that what you think?
I would say yes. I don't know the contract details
for Mike McCarthy. Yeah, for McCarthy.
Yeah,
because I'm interested,
really to see if it's that close to Tomlin or not. Because it could just be what I think. Is it Bob or no? Dave has Dave been the one saying that if they're paying nothing for the head coach and they paid Tomlin $25 million, of course you've got all this extra money to spread around. It could be true,
but I mean, like McCarthy is an established Super Bowl winning head coach. Like I would think you got to pay him something, right? It might not be 25, but I would think it's probably in this round 15, right? 15 per.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's his first time head coaching. He's on his 3rd fucking team.
For everybody already throwing the college kids out, I'm saving some of your comments, so we're gonna get there. Give it a minute. I think honestly the staff so far is fine, and I know Scott Tolzien was in town interviewing today. I didn't hear anything about how that interview went. He's not still there, right? Did he leave the building? Do you know?
I have no idea. I haven't seen anything on Twitter.
I haven't seen any conversation about him. I know there's a few guys in the running for this, couple tight end coaches, and then Tolzien. I mean, I've talked about this a little bit, and this is just kind of personal preference, but quarterbacks typically are guys who study the hell out of film and are really good at picking apart what the defensive alignments and tendencies and things like that are. And this guy's going to be running, not the play calling, but he's going to be running a lot of like the organization of like the game plans for the week and practices and things like that. And I kind of want somebody like that has that attention to detail. So if you weren't going to go get a big swing guy, like we all kind of talked about bringing Shieldhouse on, if you're not going to go get that guy, I'm fine with a guy like Scott Tolzien being an option here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that hire. Young guy, I think he's like 38, I think they said. Yeah. So young guy. I've been wanting them to get younger, obviously, coaching, but so yeah, I like it. I like the guy from they haven't brought up his name, so I'm guessing they're not the guy from Minnesota that was their passing game coordinator, I think. The guy that worked under LaFleur and worked under Shanahan McVay. I'm trying to remember his name, but
I can't remember. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name either.
I'm looking on Twitter to see if there's anything new. The only thing that's come up is the D-line guy, the Pico guy getting hired. It's the only thing that's up right now.
Gotcha.
So nothing about Tolzien at all. But yeah, if they bring him in, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I think Graham was a good hire. He's ran virtually every defense there is to run in the NFL, so he's a versatile mind. He's not just I'm a 3-4 guy or I'm a 4-3 guy, or you know what I mean. Like he's versatile, which in today's NFL, as much as you have to change things up. And look at what Bill Belichick had done for years in New England. I mean, he tailored his defenses to what the offensive strengths were. So I think if you have a guy whose mind works in a way to where you understand you can be versatile. And I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't really matter what you play out of primarily, because your base is the nickel in today's NFL. So understanding how to maneuver parts and put them in the right places, I think that's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds. And he's he's fairly younger too. How old is Graham? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Young, like early 40s? 41, 42? Oh, is 47. He 47? Okay, he's older than I thought he was, but still. I think it's a good hire.
No, I like I said, when I saw that he adjusts to things, he doesn't just do the same thing over and over and over again. I think they said he likes to run a 4-2-5 a lot on defense. So right there alone tells me that he's not this huge 3-4 guy. So
no,
not me.
You want to get to some college prospects?
Yeah,
we had something else to talk about too. We had one other thing I think on your list.
We're gonna talk about needs, like what we think are the biggest needs.
Yeah, let's start there. All right, I'm gonna put this up last night on the podcast.
I gotta make it bigger so I can see it now.
So this is kind of like my little half-assed spreadsheet here of guys currently under contract. So obvious needs right now, we have a starting left guard position missing. We have the Z receiver, the slot receiver. There's nobody starting there. Pretty obvious starting quarterback. We only have one starting outside corner. Nichols still right now. Brandon Nichols is here. Good across the young defensive front and the outside linebackers. Obviously, the two inside linebackers are under contract. And right now we have Jalen Ramsey and Deshaun Elliott. So what would you say right now is the absolute top priority as far as the needs are concerned?
It has to be wide receiver. I mean, look, it's been going on for 3 fucking years now. We're dying to have a number 2 wide receiver or playmakers in general. And look, I'm not trying to DK to me, I feel like he's starting to go more towards a wide receiver too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I really want to make him the wide receiver 1. That drop was huge in that playoff game. It's really hard for me to forgive him for that. Roman Wilson, I don't know if this guy's going to get cut, traded. I don't know what they're going to do with him. So they got to go get some playmakers, man. So I personally, wide receiver is my number 1 need. I want them to focus on that in the draft and free agency. If they could land a guy in free agency too, that'd be great.
Yeah, I agree. I think wide receiver has to be your top need because your quarterback's going to come not from the draft. It's going to come from either somebody who's already in the room and Will Howard, or they're going to go after a guy who's a free agent. You're bringing it back with a guy like Aaron Rodgers, or one of these other free agent quarterbacks that are going to be out there right now. Could be a Malik Willis, could be, who knows? Maybe they look to trade for somebody. Maybe it is the Kyler Murray if he gets released. So
that's the thing. They apparently gave him an ultimatum, right? They gave Rodgers an ultimatum by March 1st, or probably the start of free agency or something.
I hope so.
If he retires, there's no quarterback becomes a pretty big deal.
It becomes interesting.
Yeah, it does. Dude, are we just gonna run it with Will Howard, or are we gonna try to draft, Ty Simpson or something like that? I don't know what they're gonna do. It could get really interesting come March 1st if Aaron's like, I'm out, dude.
So you weren't on last night. Colin talked about this, and I know we've talked about it in the chat, that there's a lot of rumor going around that Ty Simpson could be the pick at 21. How would you feel about that one?
Not good. 15 career starts, faded at the end of the season. Not impressed. I mean, he was beat out by Jalen Milroe. Think about that.
Yeah.
So, Bryce Young before that. I mean, he obviously didn't do enough for that coaching staff to pick him over them. So, and Bryce Young is one thing, but Milroe, that gives me pause. So, I don't know. You know what? If he would, I don't know, if he would fall the second round and Rodgers for sure is not playing, maybe I'd be okay with it if he fell. But yeah, I'm just not interested in a 1-year guy Did we not learn our lesson with Kenny Pickett? It scares the living shit out of me. I wouldn't like it.
I'm strolling, I think, now. Traded Mason Rudolph for Anthony Richardson. Yeah. I don't know. Is that a real thing or is he just trolling?
No.
Right, I didn't see that.
Is Bob in the chat still? Because Bob
is in the chat. He's been in the chat earlier.
Yeah, he's trying to fuck with Bob.
Yeah, this does sound very familiar. Fun.
And James, I do like Leone. I do like him. And we're going to need a guard. No Sayamalu, zero good depth at the position. Like, if he's there at 21, it's tough for me if one of those top wide receivers is not there.
Yeah.
For me, it's wide receiver. And if something happens where all four of those guys are gone, it will come down to me, either Concepcion or Leone, probably for me. But I feel like if they go a Concepcion, though, I almost feel like the draft value is not there. Does that make sense?
I think Concepcion I would not want anything to do with him at 21. I'm not high on him to begin with. He is my 5th receiver on my list right now, but
I like him because he's different from Metcalf.
He is different from Metcalf. I think you can find guys with similar skill set at a better value in round 2 or even round 3.
I tend to agree with you. I think you're right.
I think a Skylar Bell in round 2. I don't think he's far off from Concepcion outside of the return game stuff. And I think I think Skylar Bell's a better route runner than Concepcion. I don't think it's like a big difference, but I think they're close enough to where if I'm considering Concepcion at 21, I'm fine waiting until the second round to go get him. Or, Omar Cooper. If Omar Cooper is there with his inside-outside versatility, I think Omar Cooper could be a better pro than Concepcion.
Well, so say you pass on Concepcion, right? You get to that second round. There's just looking at the thing here. I don't know how much you're interested in Zachariah Branch. He's 5'10". That McCarthy usually doesn't like guys that are short. Chris Brazel, he's 6'5", but some people are not impressed with him.
No.
See, for me, in the second, I might give Chris Bell a shot. I don't like the injury, but it's not the first round because that's how I am. Like, I don't like taking those chances on guys in the first round that got those injuries. But in the second, all bets are off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I am.
Did I say Skylar Bell in the second round? Did I say him in the second? I think he's going to go in the third round. If I said second round, Vaughn, that's my bad.
Skylar Bell, I've seen in the second, and I thought the third.
I think he's probably going the third as of right now, but he could move up that list because I think he's going to keep impressing.
We were supposed to talk about needs, and we've now morphed into the draft.
Yes, we're yes.
It was supposed to be needs. That's because these fuckers under here keep putting up fucking.
They keep putting all these players out there and just drawing us in. All right, let's roll through our top 4 needs. Quarterback aside, because we probably know Aaron's going to be.
Well, I had quarterback as number 2 because of the fact, as it stands, we only have Mason and Howard right now.
Correct.
So,
yeah.
I have corner. I want to have that other lockdown corner opposite of JPJ. Eccles did well, but I felt like in that Texans game, he almost got kind of exposed when he faced a really good wide receiver. So like, corner is pretty important to me. It really is. That and guard, like we were talking about a couple minutes ago. Those two.
Bob, is it? Did Colin get a hold of your YouTube?
Good Lord, holy shit. Anyways, yeah. How about you?
Quarterback is the top priority because it's the most important position on the field. But I think we know Aaron's going to fill that priority. It's not my choice, but it's just the way it's looking, right?
McCarthy literally admitted he wants to run it back. Like,
yeah, for sure. So I have right now wide receiver, guard, corner, and then safety is my next 4 outside of that quarterback thing.
Yeah.
Guard because we've been building our trenches so well on the off. I mean, I know we missed on the Broderick Jones thing, but like we've invested so much into the offensive line. Like it'd be nice to find a final piece to continue to grow with them. And Dylan Cook becomes the guy. Maybe Broderick Jones turns this thing around, doubt it. But with new coaching,
the reason why I like Leone at 21, if those other wide receivers are gone, is because of the fact, not just because it's about protecting, say, Rodgers, but it's also about building the trenches before I go get my next franchise quarterback in 27. You don't want to have a Bengals situation on your hand where you've got Joe Burrow and he's getting killed every year because your O-line sucks ass. Like I'm more of the, hey, let's build it now, build that foundation of having that O-line, go get our guy in 27, and we're good to go. Like that's
100%.
the way I look at like wanting to go ahead and take Leone if those other wide receivers are not there. Yep. But another, I don't know, I do, like I told you, I listed like every single fucking position in order. Like another one I've looked at too is like linebacker. Like, I'm sorry, Queen's not it. He's just not.
He's been in the chat already too, a couple times.
I hate to say it. I hate to say it, like, but he's just not it. Like I know he probably had 100+ tackles on the season, which looks great. But like, how many times did he not hit a gap? How many times did he get ran over? How many times did he not read it right? Like, there's just a lot with him that I did not like. And same thing with Wilson. Like Wilson it got to the point where they never had him out there on rundowns.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like they started leaning more towards like Harrison at the end.
They did.
Instead of him. So they don't have an elite linebacker, off-ball linebacker, and they really need one really bad.
They do.
And they've needed one for a while, let's be honest. So
they paid Queen to be that guy too.
They did. Well, it's a Tomlin guy. Tomlin loved him. Yeah. Tomlin loved him. And Ravens fans were like, you're going to see it's not that great. And
he's so hot and cold. He'll have a game where he looks great, and then he'll disappear for 2 games.
There's no consistency with the guy. Yeah. You'll have game. You're right. You'll have games where like he looks good, and then it's like, what the fuck was that? The next game. So, another one is Benton. DL. Benton to me is not it. Ben gets so exposed in the run game, dude. Like, sure, he applies pressure, but like, he just isn't it, man. He looks so bad against the run this year. Cam could fall off a cliff at any given moment. You don't know when it's going to happen. We've been saying it for 3 years. It doesn't happen. But what if it does happen this year? What if Cam retires? What if Cam's like, my guy's not here no more? I'm out. DL could. What's so funny?
Cam, oh no, you guys been talking about Cam falling off a cliff for 3 years. I fucking been banging on the door to pay him every year.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just strange. It really is. But
that strength plays into his 40s.
Apparently. Uh-oh.
Just throwing it out there. Oh, yeah.
I hit it same time you did.
All right. So, Colin, we're talking about team needs right now. We haven't gotten into the draft. Well, we kind of derailed.
Well, we kind of, the draft kind of.
we replayed ourselves back into the team needs. So, Pun's asking a question here. Why not move Jalen Ramsey back to full-time corner?
I don't know if Ramsey's going to be on the team next year, just for the simple fact that contract eats up a lot of money for a guy who was pretty subpar down the stretch last year. I just don't see him being back on the roster.
Actually, so I'm glad Jens brought that up because remember I told you earlier, Trent, to remind me about Ramsey. There was something I wanted to say. So I was looking at contracts, and Jalen Ramsey, by March 13th, they have to decide. Well, March 13th, they have to decide if they want to give him his base salary, his roster bonus, and then by August 31st, they have to decide if they want to give him his optional bonus. So that's $3.5 million, $2 million, and $7.4 million. So that's 12.
He counts against 19.5 against the cap next year, right?
So Yeah, they're going to have some decisions come March, what they want to do with him. So I'm with Colin, like, he can't be a corner no more. He got exposed. Like,
he got cooked.
So like,
you can't. You just got to dump the contract at that point.
Yeah,
I think so too.
If he won't restructure, see ya.
And if they dump the contract, and I don't have over the cap pulled up right now, but if they dump that contract, it's like no dead money. It's virtually nothing. So it's almost a no-brainer to dump his contract. You could ask him to restructure, but my God, going from $19.5 million to making safety money, I mean, even top of the market safety money is not even close to $19.5 million.
Sombra said, "No, the fuck we don't." All right.
What about Asante Samuel? Would you guys be interested in bringing him back?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think. I mean,
playmaker. He ain't gonna come.
Small contract.
He'll be cheap, wouldn't he?
Small contract to bring him back. Maybe throw another small contract to James Pierre, even though I don't know, Pierre might have made a little bit of money this year. But he's 29. He's getting ready to turn 30. So Pierre might not make high-end money.
I'd bring them both back.
I would too if you can. I think Pierre played phenomenal.
Yeah.
I know you're a big PFF guy, Colin. Wasn't he like the number 2 corner on PFF starting?
Yeah, he was a PFF darling.
Yeah, he was.
He looked really good to me.
Bob's in favor of drafting a corner. I'm not opposed to it by any means.
What round?
Yeah. Depends on who's there. I don't think you're getting one in the first round. You're probably looking round 3. I would guess with one
sometime day 2.
Depending if you keep those 3 third-round picks. I'm way behind on this chat conversation, so I don't even know where I'm at. All right, let's. Do you have anything else? Colin, do you want to give your top positions in need? We gave about 4, maybe 5 on the team.
Yeah. So I'd go wide receiver 2, left guard, safety. Well, I mean, quarterback's by default, right?
Yep.
Are we including quarterback?
We kind of went back. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
What if Rodgers says, "Nah, I'm out, man"? Like,
then it'd be quarterback whether Rodgers said yes or no.
Right.
But I mean, quarterback 1, wide receiver 2, left guard, safety, left guard, whatever order you want to put them in.
Yeah, I'd guard up there. I'd guard my top 4. Yeah.
Cool. So let's get into some draft stuff because the chat's just chomping at the bit to get into the draft stuff right now.
I got you, boys.
Is there anyone in round 1 that you would be interested in trading up for? Round 1. Because I think Vaughn might be willing to go all the way up for Caleb Downs. I think he's marked around 10. I'm guessing that's what Vaughn. This was like right at the beginning when kick started.
For me, it'd be Jordan Tyson, Cornell Tate, Mekhi Lemon, Denzel Boston. If those guys start getting taken quick, and I'm within 5 picks of trying to get one of them, yeah, I'm tempted because I mean you got Tampa Bay at 15. They're going to lose Mike Evans. Panthers might take one. Cowboys might take one if Pickens doesn't come back. So yeah, I would trade up one of them. I would do like the Broderick Jones trade where they swapped 17 and 14 with the Pats and it gave up like a 4th rounder. So that's the route I would go. I don't want them to do some like big thing where they like give up 2/3 like we saw somebody say the other day they might do. Like I don't want them to do that.
Right.
So I would do it like within like 5 picks where you don't got to give up a big amount of picks personally.
Colin?
Yeah, I wouldn't trade up for Downs. I see the vision there, but I just wouldn't. I'm with Corb. I would trade up to get Tyson or Lemon. Or Lemon. I probably wouldn't trade up to get Tate. Nothing against Tate. I just think that Tate probably has definitely the lowest floor of the 3. I'm a big Tyson guy, and yeah, Sombra, I did see that. I think it's very possible, guys. A lot of times with these kind of, I don't want to say like athletically dominant, but these guys who, I guess their movement skills and their overall like relative athleticism is always going to play a huge part in their position value. Tyson might get hurt because of it, because of his extensive injury history. Like his stock might fall because of it. And say, God forbid, he doesn't test that well. His RAS comes out as like a 7.9, 8.2, something like that. Yeah, there's a serious possibility he's the third receiver drafted and he would fall to us. But yeah, I would trade it for Tyson or Lemon. I'm a big Lemon fan. With Tyson and Lemon at the receivers, I know we did that episode on Sunday. They're kind of my 1A, 1B. If to me, flip a coin. Those are, in my opinion, up here, and then you get to Tate, Boston, etc. But yeah, those would be the two guys I would trade up for. Other than that,
I think that's it for the first round for me as well.
Yeah,
I think it's one of those two receivers. It's Jordan Tyson or Mekhi Lemon.
Yep.
Because Mekhi Lemon does enough that even if he played out of the slot, which he is, I mean, his contested catch rate at 5'11" is ridiculous. But even if you ran him out of the slot, a lot of people compare him to Von Ra. In the offense that McCarthy's going to run with DK Metcalf on the field, like that could be a really, really good pairing, even if you have somebody else who's the third option is actually your Z receiver. Like I'm fine with doing that if Lemon moves inside. So I think he's worth trading up for if he's there. I wouldn't move up far.
5-6 picks at most.
Yes, I was going to say I would definitely not go up past 15, in depending on because you're probably giving
15's that sweet spot because you got to jump the Jets.
Yeah,
you have to jump the Jets, because they're probably going to go Reese or Bain at 2. So that's the team you have to jump. Which is it's ironic because in 2023 when we traded up for Broderick Jones, we had to jump the Jets too.
What if?
It's true.
Ione is at risk of being gone, and you can't get the top 3 receivers.
You don't trade up for a guard, dog.
Would you move up? Maybe
you don't trade up for a guard.
Maybe a couple spots.
No, there's no other. I mean, literally. Yeah, he's the only. He's the only guard. Like
in the
so.
No, I disagree.
With what?
I don't think he's the only guard. I think Emmanuel Pregnone.
Pregnone from Oregon.
I'm saying in the first round, Colin.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the only guard in the first round.
So
but I don't think I'd be willing to trade up for a guard.
I don't. To me, that's no. That's not.
But if they were to draft him, though, would I be upset? Absolutely not. I would be pretty happy if they did. Going to be totally honest.
Yeah, I'd be fine if they take him in the first round.
No, it's a great
go.
It's just my priority is wide receiver. If one of those top 4 I mentioned are there, that's the guys I want them to go after. Now, if they're gone, all 4 are gone, and Leone's still there, and there's that threat, then yes, pounce. If you got to make the 5-pick jump, go ahead.
Yeah. What about round 2? Any guys in round 2 that you guys would look and consider trading up for? Because I knew Colin brought somebody up talking about pick 21 yesterday evening, but he could be somebody that you might want to trade up for in round 2 because his stock is going to continue to rise. He might be an early day second round pick.
For me, if this guy falls, I doubt he's going to fall. But if something would happen where he was close, if Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, the safety, Toledo, if for some reason because right now, let's see, on the thing, they've got him around 36th projection. If he would get any closer to us in the second round, that's the one safety where I'd want the Steelers to pounce. But again, don't give them the whole damn house. Like just about 5 picks, 6 picks, not where you got to give up too much. Because I think
trades in the second round aren't as costly.
No, he'd probably have to give up a 5th, swap picks and give up a 5th. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe 4th. Probably, maybe. I don't know. I didn't do the math, but I would think 4th.
4th, yeah.
I think a 4th.
Yeah,
I feel like you could get away with a fifth though if it's only like 2 or 3 picks up. Like if you really only have to trade up 2 or 3 picks in the second round, you could probably get away with a fifth.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think if it's just a couple, they wouldn't have to give up too much.
And that goes back to my point yesterday that I made with the guys. Like, dude, the second and third round are so fruitful in this class. Like there again, we had literally talked about this. Trent, we decided on what, 6 blue chip guys? 6?
Yeah,
5?
There's not many.
There's 5 or 6 genuinely blue chip guys. I don't know, Cora, Trent, let's add a cute little baker's dozen of actual first round guys. So that's really only like 18 to 20 genuine first round talents in this draft. After that, bro, from like 21 to 60, you got a lot of guys who are kind of in that same tier. That second and third round is super fruitful. So yeah, I mean, I would
not elite. Yeah, I agree.
Correct. Yeah. So if I'm Omar Khan and if I'm myself, like if you hired me as GM today, I'm trying to trade in and get another pick in the second round and get my 2 seconds and 2/3. So
I'll tell you what, I think Omar Cooper is going to be a guy. If you don't get a receiver in the first round, he could be another guy you look to trade up for in the second round, because I think his stock's going to continue to rise.
That's my dog.
He's going to continue to rise. I think he's going to be an early second round pick, but he's worth going after.
And I had him for my third round. If he would fall to the third round,
holy shit!
Oh, you would definitely be trading up for him at that point.
Yep,
for sure.
Another couple guys I picked in the third round was Jake Gilday and Josiah Trotter, both linebackers.
Oh, linebackers!
I like both of them. If they're there in the third, and I'm getting close, and I got teams in front of me that might want a linebacker, if I got to swap to get like 5 picks up, I'd do it.
So here's my question then for you, Cora. Like with that vision of like receiver of a linebacker in the third round, where do you like it? Like, okay, say you are at pick, what do we have? 76, I believe. I believe it's 76, 85, 99. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you are pick 76 and say Golday does fall, you're drafting him, right? Who are your first 2 picks in that case? Because there's 3 positions I would absolutely, like, in my opinion, there are 3 positions that you 100% have to take care of with your first 3 picks. And that would be whatever order: receiver, guard, safety, receiver, guard, like whatever order you want to do it.
And I'm in that nucleus too of like, for me, it's wide receiver, guard, linebacker, safety, and corner.
Wait, so the 3 of us do agree that wide receiver is like priority A, correct?
Yeah, that's mine.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yep, I'm with you.
I think the thing is, guard. Do I want the guard to be within those top 3 picks? Yes. Can you find a decent guard beyond that? Also, yes. I think Mason McCormick wasn't a guy that we thought would be a starter year 1, and he played pretty damn well down the stretch last year as a 4th round pick. So you can find a guy who's a diamond in the rough at guard to be a starter.
Let me ask you guys this question. Would Keelan Rutledge, the guard out of Georgia Tech, would that be a reach in the third if you take him with your last third round pick?
It depends on what you do before, but I mean, I would say probably like no, but it would really depend on what you do before that. Like if your first three picks are receiver, fucking, say it's like you got like Denzel Boston, Dylan Thieneman, and fucking Jake Golday, whatever it might be. I mean, and you want to take Keelan Rutledge with that 99th pick. I'm not going to bitch. I mean,
no, I don't think it's a reach either.
Because he's the guy where I like in the 4th round, like since we're talking about trading up for, like if you didn't get Leone, because there's not that many guards in this draft, like per round. But I like Rutledge to where in the 4th round, if he's there and if I want to get him and I'm worried, then I would try to swap a couple picks to get him. I had him in the 4th round, Bud Clark, safety at TCU, Skylar Gill-Howard, the defensive lineman from Texas Tech. I've seen his projections all over the place. I've seen 3rd, 4th, 5th. I've even saw one where I think I had him in like the 6th round. I couldn't believe it. But these are a couple of different guys too that, like, if I had to trade a couple picks to get up to get them, I might do it.
So, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go, Colin.
So in my opinion, like I'm still yet to do, I still have to do my interior defensive line rankings, interior offensive line, middle linebacker, and safety. Those are the 4 I still have through. I took care of tackle, receiver, quarterback, running back, corner, and edge. So, but the one guy that did stick out to me personally in terms of, like, I kind of like how Corb did say that there's only a few, like 1 to 2 guards per round. So Vega Ione is a first round guard. We can all agree, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I could see a team drafting him top 15 and not thinking twice. The second round, I would probably go, obviously, Emmanuel Pregnon from Oregon, but also Chase Basantis from Texas A&M. I consider a second round guard. Now, I like the Keelan Rutledge shout, but a name I'm going to throw out there that I think more people need to get into, because in my opinion, again, I'm going to follow up with it again. Ione, Pregnon, and Basantis are my top 3, but Basantis is a 3A with Bo Stevens from Iowa is a 3B.
Okay.
This could be
you can't go wrong with an Iowa lineman. Let's be honest.
And it could be Iowa. It could be Senior Bowl gas, but I like Bo Stevens. I like how he graded out, and I think I looked at his grade the other day. It was like in the 90s in terms of zone run blocking, and the Texas Coast offense, is going to coincide with that. So that's one guy I think I would look into.
Oh, zone 89.5.
Sombra, I like Deontay Lawson too. I do like him.
Is that the Bama backer?
That's the linebacker.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bo Stevens was the shout I wanted to make.
What about this?
Cool.
He's going to be a hot name. He's going to be I think this one's going to be a really controversial name, and he could be a little volatile where he gets drafted.
It's probably him and Ty Simpson are probably the 2 most polarizing prospects in this class.
Bo Stevens
and KC. No, Jacob Rodriguez.
Ty Simpson and Jacob Rodriguez are the 2 most. In
Jacob
my opinion.
Rodriguez.
I like Rodriguez
from Texas Tech.
Is it just me? There's a lot of good linebackers in this draft. Is it just?
I think there's some.
I feel like
I agree.
I think there's an underrated
every
class.
round. I'm like, God damn, there's a lot of good linebackers. So
hey, it's a really tough year to have Peyton Wilson as a starter and Patrick Wilson making $17 million. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, dude, we can do better. We can find one in this draft.
I think.
Holy shit.
I think Jacob Rodriguez is going to go in the middle of the 3rd round. I agree with Somber. If I think it's who he's referring to.
Doug, you're not kidding. PFF's got 10 middle linebackers in the top 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
There's Jacob Rodriguez is probably not going to blow you off the map with his testing at the combine. But my God, if I've ever seen a fucking linebacker find the football, that kid finds the football all the time. I think he had 9 forced fumbles and 3 interceptions, two, 3 interceptions. I'd have to pull him up his stat sheet. I don't have it in front of me right now.
Which one are you talking about?
Rodriguez.
Oh, dude,
I
think
that kid is a phenomenal linebacker. If there's anybody who's ever maxed out their talents, that kid maximizes his talents. I'm trying to look right now.
I had a mock
94 tackles.
Texas Tech guys on defense.
He had 94 tackles in college.
Ridiculous.
He had 4 interceptions. And he forced 9 fumbles. I mean, that kid just has a nose for the football. I mean, I don't know how you dislike him. I get it. The athleticism isn't there. But look what Schlesinger did with Cleveland this year. He was not athletic either. He just knows how to get to the football. He's instinctual. And, I mean, I thought he had a pretty decent season.
Dude, Rodriguez won the Chuck Bednarik Award. He recognizes the nation's best defensive player. He won the Lombardi Award, and he got the Pony Express Award. He won like every single award. He finished 5th in the Heisman Trophy voting. Jesus.
Greg saying he saw a mock where we took both Indiana receivers. Cooper in a 3rd? I just can't see that kid going in 3rd. Honestly, I think Cooper's a better receiver. I think Cooper's a better receiver than Surratt.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's that close.
I don't think you're wrong. Like,
Corb, you've been in the group chat. I've been saying this shit since week 5 of college. I mean, I've been talking about Cooper. I kept telling him, like, listen, you guys need to watch this kid. He's the real deal.
I've seen Surratt make some crazy plays too. I think it was him that made that one against Penn State when I was at the Penn State game, right in the back of the end zone. I think it was him made that catch.
Yep, the toe tap.
Cooper, to me, Cooper's just so consistent, man. Like that's the thing about him. I wouldn't mind getting either one of them. Like both, no, but one of them, I'd be happy. But to me though, you got to go get one of those elite guys in the first round. That's the way I look at it, though.
Here's a guy who's probably going 5th round. Another linebacker.
His stock's
I like Kyle Lewis.
Yeah, his stock's improving, man.
I think Kyle Lewis is just a totality of a football player. So I
Does
just
he
wanted
stick
to
at linebacker is my question.
I wanted to sit.
Yeah,
he'd have to. He'd have to be like a nickel linebacker.
Well, they're saying he might go safety, right? He might get bumped to safety.
Can he move? Can he move or have the coverage instincts like a safety?
I
haven't seen him enough to know. I don't know. I just know he's about 209.
So my thing is with Rodriguez, and I was just gonna sit and observe.
Well, he's listed at 220 on here, I guess, but I thought he was a lot lighter than that.
He's probably about 215. My thing is with Rodriguez, and this is you guys know me. I mean Trent at least knows that I'm the overthinking king. I overthink all these people. I will overthink Jacob Rodriguez. I get it. He's like just a football guy and he's got a nose for it, but I just don't see how a lot of his game translates just with the lack of athleticism that he's going to have. Like, I just don't think he tests well. Now, if he tests well, I'm all in, but I don't think he's going to test very well. You got to understand, Schlesinger was a 9.65 RAS guy. Total explosive.
Was he that high? Seriously? Because his 40 wasn't that good.
Football price. He's 6'2.5", 245, and he's got explosiveness of a god. Stop.
What did you say his score was?
9.66.
That's cooking.
He's 6'2.5", 235, and his explosive and agility grade was like 9.8.
I'm not hating. I was making sure I heard you right.
Whatever comment said that Schlesinger was everything we'd hope Peyton Wilson would be that was a good comment. I think that was
pun, big pun
right there. Big pun.
You fucking beauty. But yeah, dude, I don't know if I see it necessarily with Rodriguez, but again, it's so hard before these guys test, and I feel like testing really is very important for the linebacker position, in my opinion. But teach their own. I got lost there. I would do Kyle Lewis.
It can be in coverage, especially because you get to see how fluid these guys. Now, if you're talking about being a downhill linebacker, which Rodriguez isn't somebody I would call a downhill linebacker by any stretch of the imagination. He's like 235 pounds. But at the same time, if you're a downhill guy and you know you're going to be an early rundown guy, the testing isn't as important. But if you're looking at a 3-down guy like what Rodriguez is probably going to be considered, then I agree. The testing does matter. If he just absolutely sucks in the testing, then that's a different story. But
I'm going to be honest. I haven't really gotten the chance to look into many of the linebackers, so I'll leave you guys to it. I haven't looked into them. So
yeah, pun. I agree with this.
That was also 1997.
Yeah, it's a little different game right now. Linebackers weren't asked to cover some of these ridiculously athletic tight ends that we have now in these running backs.
Actually, that might have been like closer to 94.
Jeez, it's been a while.
I got one more, guys. If he would fall, so say they draft a wide receiver in the first round, you get to like the say the 5th round. Would Jins be interested in Bryce Lance if he was there out of North Dakota State?
Yeah, we talked about him a little bit yesterday.
So I have a
absolutely
non-homo crush on Bryce Lance. Like that dude. If I could get him in the 5th, I'd be pretty happy.
Like that kind of crush?
Yeah.
Colin immediately turns around and looks at his DK Metcalf jersey.
I already said no homo, so don't even go there. I'm just saying. That's the guy. I'd be pretty stoked if we got him.
Yeah, I had posted one yesterday. If I'm Pittsburgh, I mean, you have 12 picks to work with. Realistically, you double dip at receiver. You definitely double dip at corner. And I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't go corner all that high. I would draft corner at like perfect world, I'm drafting a corner in like the 4th and the 5th or the 4th and the 6th or something. Just guys who can kind of fill out that depth chart even.
I was going to say, especially if you bring back one of our other guys we talked about earlier.
Right. And there's just so much bigger fish to fry. Like receiver has to get taken care of right here, right now. It was the same thing with the guys that were arguing about corner last year. And I said the same thing. There's just bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. Vaughn, look at my second mock draft I did last Tuesday. I got him 135 in the end of the 4th round. So technically, there could be a chance he does fall to the 5th round. And that's my whole point of a guy where I might trade up to get if I really, really want him. If I really want him that bad.
And you get 2 6th-round picks, 2 7th-round picks. Like you could throw something onto another pick to get up and go get him.
It's the 5th round. You can swap picks and give them like a 7th, or if they want a 2027 like pick or something like that. Like in the 5th round, it's not as bad. You don't got to sacrifice as much shit. So, like, yeah. And that's the last one I got for trading up for that far into the draft.
No, I like that, though. I mean, I think he's a really interesting player. And like Sombra's bringing up here, we'll see what they do in free agency. If you get a free agent wide receiver and they wait till later in the draft to go get another wide receiver, he'd be a great get.
Well,
he's definitely a deep threat.
I was going to bring that up with the free agency thing. In a perfect world, like for me personally, in a perfect world, free agency, we go get either Jaquan Brisker or Cameron Curl from the Rams, Brisker from the Bears. One of those two. Yeah, Cam Curl. I love him too.
I love Cam Curl.
That's probably what I would do, and then wait till you could probably get like a Genesis Smith type safety out of Arizona or someone like that, or even Bud Clark from TCU in like the 4th, 5th round. So I did put a little something together at work today. Just a couple of things. Yeah, I know, right? Fancy. So looking through, obviously we had talked a little bit yesterday about mid to late receivers, but I had finalized with Eric McAllister, like I brought up, Trent, Bryce Lance, I wrote down, Skylar Bell, and then Cameron Dorner from North Texas again.
Okay.
And then one position group that I don't know if you guys have talked about, but I had thought about, like, let's say 4th round or even that last pick in the 3rd, mid-round interior defensive lineman. So I put down Dominique Orange from Iowa State, Darrell Jackson Jr. from Florida State, Tim Keenan III from Alabama, which I liked.
Keenan.
And Zach Harris out of Ole Miss. So I did put that together as well. That's probably, again, like 3rd, 4th, 5th round maybe. And then I know we talked about the safeties with Warren and Thieneman. I think we covered guards. And then another position I would be willing to take in the 4th or 3rd at that point, left tackle. Yeah, I agree. I'm a big Keenan guy. Left tackle, what do we think?
I'm not opposed to taking a left tackle. I mean, at any point in the draft.
Because at worst, you get like a swing tackle type of tackle in the 4th round.
Yes, yeah, for sure. And
so I put down Brian Parker from Duke and Austin Barber from Florida.
I like the Brian Parker from Duke one for sure.
And I think he's flexible to move inside from what I had seen based on like testing and stuff.
If I'll butcher his name. If Mwaga, if he falls, he won't. But if he fell, and you could trade up and go get him, I would go get him, and I would immediately say, "All right, Broderick, buddy, you're moving inside, and we're going to see how that experiment goes because Falatanu is moving to the left."
But Falatanu, like I thought, see that was like what we had, like I had talked about with one of my buddies. We're texting about it earlier as well. I feel like this whole thing that Pittsburgh's been doing in recent years of moving their tackles back and forth, side to side, just maybe doesn't necessarily work. Like I'm team keep Falatanu on the right side. I feel like he showed a lot of good flashes there. Clearly the kick step differential between left side and right side, which was a Broderick Jones issue just with the footwork thing. I feel like there's no reason to move Falatanu back. So the Maui thing,
he's going to be, you'd have to move him inside.
Right.
Because he's played right tackle his whole college career.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I just don't necessarily agree with that. Now I will say, what you guys might not have brought him up. I wouldn't be opposed to Caden Proctor.
Oh, I love Caden Proctor, man.
Tackle Alabama. Like, he's just a big monster mover, and he does have a lot of people that are projecting to move inside to left guard if you need. So he could man either tackle spot or play left guard. I think that's worth it at 21.
I've got a later guy in the draft that I wanted to bring up to you guys. Trey Zune out of Texas A&M. Have you guys?
I don't know him. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I've seen the name on PFF, but that's it.
Just a little scouting thing. Concluded a stellar 2025 season as one of the nation's most polished pass protectors, earning first-team All-Sec honors and the prestigious Jacobs Blocking Trophy. A 2-year captain and leader of the Maroon Goons, he anchored an offensive line that played their way to the top 20 unit in offense and secured their first ever college football playoff berth. So he owned PFF's FBS leading 96.9 pass blocking grade, guys.
Wow.
And he's projected as a 6th rounder. And he had 49 starts at left tackle. I've been watching this. I've been keeping an eye on this guy. Like, I'm like, man, it keeps having him be there in the 6th round. No matter like what way I go, he's still there in the 6th. And I'm like, God damn, I would love to get this guy.
That's interesting. His run block grade's not great. I just pulled him up. He's 6'6", 319 pounds, 96.8 pass block grade. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck?
His true pass set pass block grade, 88.5.
Remember I told you I was working on...
He's actually a better zone blocker in the run game than he is...
Remember I told you I was working on, like, my targets, like, my favorite guys to target in every round?
Yeah.
Well, this is one of them in the 6th. This was one of them. Was Zune. Trey Zune.
That's... I'm gonna have to look into him more because that pass block rate's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how the fuck you get that. But
and he played Miami, it was like 60. He had like a 65.8 or something. So it wasn't like it's a horrible. And that's against. I mean, Miami was eating everybody up, and that whole Texas A&M offensive line looked horrible against them.
But yeah, that's just a tackle that I'm looking at. Like, I know that since we got technically Broderick and him and what's his name are gonna have a go at it for left tackle. But my God, if you get to the 6th round and that guy Zune's there, why not?
Yeah. Colin, were you in when we were talking about Patrick Queen yet? Or was that right before you jumped in?
Probably before me. I don't remember talking about him.
What would you do with Patrick Queen right now? Would you bring it back with him, or would you look to move on from his contract? Because if you cut him, the dead cap hit isn't a big cap. There's a lot of conversation about him. I've seen PQ in the chat probably 6 or 7 times, and I've missed some of it.
No comment because I love my dog.
Gotta say,
you know how I feel about PQ.
Led the league in missed tackles. His consistency just drives me nuts. Yeah. I like PQ for the most part, but he'll have a game where he looks like he is an all-pro linebacker.
Trent, that's my dog.
And PQ, he'll disappear.
You know my feelings about PQ. Yeah, I mean, probably. You probably do have to dump the contract, unfortunately. I feel like a lot of the things with PQ, and just like in general over the years, we've struggled so much with middle linebackers. We can never find it. That has so much to do with just the coaching and the overall just like inability to, like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we ask our middle linebackers to do so much, and it's been like that for as long as I can remember. Like, they're essentially having these guys play like Shazier, and it's very rare to find a Shazier. There's like 3 Shaziers in the NFL, and that's like Jack Campbell out of Detroit, Edgerrin Cooper out of Green Bay, and if I'm missing somebody, let me know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel that
we're paying him to be that, though. That's the problem.
I know we are, and that's also the problem.
All right, so let's turn this conversation a different direction.
Again, no comment. I love PQ. That's my dog.
Go sit this one out.
We have a new DC who can run different variations of defenses than what we've seen in the past.
I think Patrick Graham does a really good job adapting to his players. So, yes, I'd be comfortable.
Do you think that then turns the PQ conversation into a whole different conversation? Because maybe PQ plays a lot better under Graham than what he did previously. Because we've talked a lot about how, like, you know, sometimes Terrell Austin didn't exactly put his players in the right positions to be successful. Like,
you think?
You know, yeah, I mean, it's tomato.
Yeah, but, I mean, one thing I'm curious about, and this is something I've thought about for a little over a year now. Patrick Queen was at his best as like a will backer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as a will backer. I don't think he's a Mike. I don't think he's a Mike.
Yeah, I don't either. Right.
I think if Patrick Graham, it wouldn't shock me to see Patrick Graham maybe have like somebody like Peyton Wilson, or if we were to draft somebody, be the Mike and have PQ move to the will, maybe flex him more.
I made an argument. I can't remember when it was. I made an argument during the season that they should flip the two.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Really,
Peyton Wilson should be calling the defense. He did it for, I think, 2 of his collegiate seasons at NC State.
Oh, did he?
He called the defense. I didn't see why. I mean, if they were trying to make him the everyday linebacker, now he wasn't. He wasn't the everyday linebacker. But if they were trying to make him that, give him the green dot. Maybe they didn't do it because he became a liability in the run game. But you were using Peyton Wilson a little differently in that scenario too, because he was used to being the guy who was lined up as the Mike.
Well, say they do cut him. Does linebacker become top 3 needing the draft?
It moves way up.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because you can't run it back with Peyton Wilson and Malik Harrison, or Peyton Wilson and Cole Holcomb, whatever you do. You can't run that back. So, yeah, I mean, if they dump PQ's contract in March, holy shit, guys, we got to look at a second-round linebacker now.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
I agree. I like Peyton Wilson. Listen, everybody's allowed to have a sophomore slump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not ready to give up on him yet. I'll say that.
Those are real. Those are fucking real. I don't care what anybody says.
D-Rob.
I love D-Rob. I'm not going to lie.
Look,
he was my
dude. Okay,
he had a tough year.
E-Rob, against the run, amazing. But when the opposing offenses saw him out there, they audibled and threw the ball, and he couldn't cover. Like, I love the guy, but, like, that's what would happen every time. He couldn't cover to save his life.
Cool. I'd say yes. In Pittsburgh.
Is PQ better than Spillane? Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm seeing that.
Oh, is this a question?
In Pittsburgh, yes. Easily.
In Pittsburgh,
Spillane was not that good here. He did play a lot better once he left, actually, but
where did he go before the
Pats? Doesn't that just make our point, though? Doesn't it just make our point that when Spillane left, he played much better?
Yeah. You weren't
out
on
of that
yet,
linebacker position.
We brought that up was how many players would leave and become better ball players once they left this coaching staff.
Yeah.
Vaughn, you're not a fan of Patrick Graham?
What?
No, I think he might have been. I'm hoping.
Oh, he's saying
referring to the previous staff.
He's saying that Graham likes E-Rob. Is that what he's trying to say?
I think he's saying
he's saying Graham likes E-Rob because E-Rob was with the Raiders, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then that's what he's saying. He's saying it's,
yeah, I guess.
So he's saying he might come back for that reason. Graham will want E-Rob. Maybe.
Okay, cool. So we're on the same page, Vaughn. Yeah. So I will say I am looking at the linebacker free agent market. Couple options. So starting with Devin Lloyd, total stud.
Yeah.
Quincy Williams from the Jets. He'll be 29, but pretty solid player. Devin Bush has had a nice couple of years.
I brought that up.
Oh, man.
Quay Walker.
Lose his mind.
Nakobe Dean.
I'd like Quay Walker.
Okay, you're a Green Bay dude. Quay Walker. Where are we at with Quay Walker?
You know, I thought he kind of got an unfair rep from the fan base in Green Bay just because, he was a first round pick, supposed to be this monster out of Georgia, like every inch of 6'3", 240 type guy. I think he moves really well. I don't think he's that much of a liability in coverage. I do think he's got that PQ in him with the whiffing on tackles, going for the big blows every time. Like
they're very similar players.
I do like Quay Walker more than the casual Packer fan will tell you. I watch every Packer game twice the same way I watch every Steelers game twice. Like that's so I feel like they give him a bad rep, but if they don't want anything to do with him, that's fine. A couple names that I did want to bring up that I really do like in this free agent group. Number one, Leo Chenal from KC. Market value is only about $4.6 million a year and made a huge impact on a couple of those teams. Also, I wouldn't mind a guy like Matt Milano. I know there's a little bit of an extensive injury history. He's probably on an athletic decline, but I would be willing to, if used correctly, he would be a pretty good yin to Peyton Wilson's yang. So, you guys want to throw out there in free agency?
No,
I really, really, really liked Leo Chenal coming out.
I would pursue. If I was Pittsburgh, I'm not, but I'm smarter than they are. I would probably sign Chenal, and that eliminates the need to draft a linebacker before the 5th or 6th round.
Then dump the PQ contract.
Yeah, or I would at least sign a younger, mover, a younger, cheaper mover at linebacker.
I wonder what Chenal would want.
He's a good player.
Right now is like 4.6, and I believe he's like a 4th rounder.
He was a Wisconsin boy.
Was he really?
Yep.
Oh, so he's a Steeler.
He's a Steeler.
Yeah, he's a Wisconsin boy. You can already pencil it in. So he's I was right. He was a 3rd rounder out of Wisconsin. Yeah.
Yep. Round 3.
And he was about 249 pounds or so, 6'2"-ish, 249, somewhere in there. He's a decent size. I remember that. I can't remember.
Market value's looking to be about 3 years, 14 mil.
Only 25 years old, guys. Like he's young.
He's a damn good player for real. I like him a lot.
That would be a good get.
Vaughn, do you follow me on Twitter, dog? I think so, right? I think he does.
Vaughn's pretty active on Twitter.
I was gonna say, I feel like
Vaughn's very active on Twitter.
Yeah, he's an active guy.
Sometimes I don't think Vaughn sleeps.
Oh yeah, I do follow my dog Vaughn on Twitter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any other draft guys or free agents, since we're kind of circling back to free agents at this point, that you guys want to talk about before?
Free agents, no.
The framework of the show has kind of gone all over the place.
It morphed. Like we didn't even talk about doing free agents, but it morphed into that.
We followed the chat all the way down the line in this one. You don't even have to write the show; just follow the chat.
One name is Zakee Wheatley. I do like Zakee Wheatley out of Penn State. I know Bob had brought him up very briefly.
Yeah,
very
Bob
briefly,
talked about him.
Last pick of the 3rd round, or some point in the 3rd round, or even the 4th round, I would take Zakee Wheatley.
Oh man,
kind of gives. I don't know if Bob's still watching, but if Bob remembers Jair Brown out of Penn State, he actually went in the 4th round to San Fran. Kind of gives those vibes a little bit. So, and he's been starting in San Fran for, I'd say, a good 2.5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple other players I was going to bring up for later rounds in the draft and see what you guys think. I'm trying to find. I had one. I'm trying to find him though, but the other one is Daquan Wright. Dave will like this one. Ole Miss tight end. Later rounds, take a flyer. Janu's gone. They'll need a 3rd guy.
They are going to need a 3rd guy. I'll be honest with you. I started watching some of the Chambliss stuff. Like that kid just kept popping out.
What, Daquan Wright?
You don't think Hayward will get another contract?
He's a free agent as of right now.
I know.
But even if they bring him back, I think he's moving straight Connor Hayward. Even if they bring him back, I think he's exclusively going to be playing fullback at this point.
I feel like you can simply go free agency on the tight ends.
Yeah, To me, this would be a no-brainer. I no, he's not. I wouldn't bring him back. But
I mean,
they need
Fan,
somebody to run the Spartan. Got to have that guy.
But I would still go like Noah Fant, John Fitzpatrick from Green Bay was a solid tight end 3.
Over Daquan Wright at Ole Miss.
I mean, I just
Wright's kind of a receiving option at tight end.
Oh, Cade Otton. I'd take Cade Otton right now. Dulcich out of Miami, Chigakonko in Tennessee, Isaiah Likely. I mean, there's probably 6 or 7 guys in free agency that I'd be willing to. Because again, you're not going to get anything more than a tight end. 3? So is there really that much of a point to? Because I think the Ole Miss kid tight end, isn't he like projected to go in the 4th-ish?
I don't know.
Are you willing to spend that 4th rounder on a tight end 3? Is my question.
I keep seeing him lower than that.
Even if it's like the 3rd round. Like, are you willing to draft?
No. I'm going the other way. I think he's in the 5th.
Okay.
It would only be if I thought he would eventually be the starter.
Somber saying PFF has him at 255 overall right now on their big board.
Okay, I gotcha.
225.
So that's a late flyer.
All right.
If I'm going higher in the draft, Sam Roush should be my tight end.
I have one last guy here.
Tight ends are like linebackers. It's very fluctuating depending on relative athletic scores. So if your boy Daquan Wright tests well,
he will probably shoot up.
He'll be in the 180s before we know it.
He's 255. I think he runs fairly well for 255.
Yeah, he'll be in the 180s before we know it.
Sam Roush is way higher than I'd like to draft a tight end in this draft. I think he's probably in the 3rd round right now, but he's a pretty complete tight end, and he played in a really, really shitty offense in Stanford.
Where from? Oh,
Stanford. Yep. I think he's a better tight end than what his statistics and his metrics are going to say right now. Cole, where does Polk undrafted? He's the North Dakota State kid.
Yeah.
Oh, the quarterback?
Yeah, I think he's going to be UDFA. He'll get a shot.
I think Somber likes him, if I remember correctly. Somebody did.
Oh, it's 225. That was not for Daquan Wright. Apparently, he's talking to somebody else in the chat.
I have one last guy late in the draft. So say the draft board just doesn't fall for them, or they get a linebacker. A guy later rounds, like late, Eric Gentry, linebacker for USC.
I've seen that name a couple times. Isn't he like the 6'5",
215, 76 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 5 forced fumbles.
He's going to the 3rd dog.
They're like, I don't know why they've got him ranked 230th overall. Like 2025 all Big Ten honorable mention. Yeah. Small guy.
That's pretty light for a linebacker. Yeah. I mean, even in today's league, that's pretty
Is that
light.
A freakishly large safety or a freakishly skinny linebacker?
It says here, Gentry's primary strengths are his elite sideline to sideline range and his ability to use his significant reach to break up passes and force turnovers.
Yeah, he's 6'6".
He enters the draft process as a versatile prospect capable of playing multiple linebacker roles in both 3-4 and 4-3 defensive systems.
Jesus Christ.
He's another one of my guys late that I have as one of my targets.
PFF's got him listed at 6'6", 225, redshirt senior. Grades are all in the 70s. Missed tackle rate 17%.
He's not 225, dude, if you look at him.
Dude,
he looks like a wide receiver.
Oh my God, he does.
Like, he's very slender. I couldn't think of who you were talking about at first, Corey, but that's like, wait a minute, the 6'6" kid. Yeah, oh yeah. 6'6" at middle linebacker is so strange.
How do you even find a pro comp for a guy like that?
I couldn't even think of one.
He's a freak, boys. I like him. I think my new coaches will like him too. I can feel it.
You know what he might be like? Okay.
He's long like Gumby.
Yeah, I saw that. It's somber.
That's great.
Bun says he's too light in the ass. But okay, so if he's a late guy, he'd be a really, really intriguing special teams player.
True.
I mean, getting him running on kickoff and punt coverage
written all over him.
Yeah, he'd be really interesting. Depending on what his speed is, I mean, he'd be interesting for a special teams guy. You don't want to see him on the field. Imagine him in the freaking AFC North with Derrick Henry bowling downhill in his tiny ass. He's going to be interesting to watch. There's a lot of guys that I think are be fun to watch in the combine when it comes around.
I know. I can't wait. February 26th.
And that's the thing about like these conversations is it's like they're fun to have right now, but we have
shit. You guys are already talking about UDFAs. I'm like, dude, I haven't even stopped thinking about the second round yet.
We're trying to get the practice squad together here, Colin. Okay, we're trying to get the practice squad together.
I'm trying to get the 2028 starting lineup.
Yes, we're gonna get the next Jalen Warren.
I love trying to find gems at the end of drafts. Like I love just when I do these fucking mock drafts, I try to find some hidden gems, man.
Tough game.
Yeah. Oh, he's Texas A&M too. You guys ever heard of Armaj Reed Adams?
Guard. I have him written down.
Yeah, he's another one of my targets. I had all these listed on here.
Those Texas A&M, I think both those guards, and what's nice about both those guards, I believe they have rotated. They've moved around like throughout their careers. So I would be fine taking either of them.
Yep. It says he possesses high-level versatility and significant experience at both guard and tackle.
There it is.
There you go.
There's our swing OL.
There's your swing. Yeah, how's your swing guy to go? And
we fixed it, guys.
We're good.
We fixed it. We're good.
We got this. If Omar's got any problems, he and Andy White.
Sombers started mocking after the Bills game. Jeez.
He's been in full off-season mode. Yeah. All right, guys. I don't have anything else for the night. We've probably beat this thing to death at this point. You guys have anything else?
I'm just glad I got the name off my target list. I didn't think I was going to do that tonight, but here we are.
Here we are. All right. Colin, anything else from you? You're working really hard on something.
Yeah, he is. I can tell.
Yeah, sorry. I gotta. I'm going out of town for the weekend, so I gotta just coordinate with a couple people. But sorry about that. No, I think we've covered everything from first round. Hey, Somber, good talking, brother. First round of free agents to our 2029 7th round picks. So I think we're good to go.
Join us next week for priority UDFAs.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That'll sell tickets.
I'm sure we'll get all the viewership. All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining as usual. The chat, you guys were fantastic. The draft stuff is nuts. I love them. I mean, we were
there's nothing
off
better.
The rails for about 5 seconds in, but that's okay. It's a lot of fun to talk about. So until next time, I think tomorrow we're going to do a live mock draft. So join that. Colin, you're welcome to join if you got time. Corb, are you going to be able to do
that? I didn't plan on it. I have a
Yeah, I didn't either.
But
more the merrier.
All right.
We'll make it a party. All right. Till next time, like, share, subscribe. Our viewership is definitely going up. Colin is already out the fucking door. So we'll just call it a wrap.
And just like that, I left everything. See ya.